Welcome back to Cooking with Debbie Quick. Tonight I will be making stuffed peppers. This is a very easy meal to make and one that tastes absolutely delicious. I'm going to go ahead and mix up the part that's going to go inside of the peppers. So in a mixing bowl, I added my ground beef. I have roughly a cup and a half of minute rice. And then I have a cup of Italian breadcrumbs. And I'm running out of space here. I'm just going to add some basil because I love basil. And I didn't measure that, which is typical of me. And then the glue that holds this all together is eggs. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to crack open 2 eggs. And I think I probably should have only made half of this recipe, but it's all good. I will be living off of this for the next few nights, probably 5. And so now that that's together, I'm going to go ahead and mix that up really well. You can use a spoon, but I found it's easier to just go ahead and do so with my hands. I know some people don't like that, but my hands are nice and clean, and so I'm going to go and mix that all together. Now that the stuffing part of my stuffed peppers is all mixed together and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side while I clean and prepare my peppers. Now that my peppers are cleaned and cut up, I put them in my Pyrex baking dish, but before I put the halves in there, I did put some tomato sauce. And you'll note that I'm using green peppers, but you can use whatever kind of peppers you prefer. I just happen to prefer green, but you can make this dish more colorful if you use some yellow and red or orange, whatever color peppers you wanted. So I now have my oven preheating at 350 degrees, and I'm going to go ahead and stuff these with my meat mix. To make things easier, I first went ahead and I made 10 big meatballs out of the meat mix, so that'll be easier to put them in the peppers. So here we go. It's now time to go ahead and stuff up my peppers. I'm just going to place it in and just kind of pack it in just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat this for the other 9 halves. My peppers are all nicely stuffed, so I'm going to go ahead and just add some tomato sauce to the top of each one of them. And then once these are all nicely coated with tomato sauce, I'm going to put them in the oven for, I'm going to first cover them and put them in the oven for an hour. And then at that time, I'm going to take the cover off, and if you have cheese and you want cheese, you could add cheese at that time, and then cook it for another half hour uncovered. I'm not sure if I have any cheese, so I don't think I do. So we'll see. That'll be a surprise when I take these out of the oven in an hour and uncover them. Okay, before I cover these and put them in the oven, I am going to sprinkle on some fresh basil because I do like basil. Not that it's fresh, but it'll still taste like it's fresh. Okay, time to let these cook now. My stuffed peppers are done and they look and smell amazing. Unfortunately, I didn't have any mozzarella cheese to put on the top, but that's okay. I'm gonna serve it and maybe I'll sprinkle a little shredded Parmesan cheese on top. My stuffed pepper is now served and looking awesome. I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of shredded Parmesan cheese on the top, and that will be really tasty.